Hi guys, welcome to VisaSimply again. Dee Ahluwalia. What I would like to talk to you today is 407 training visa. Now guys, 407 training visa. So let's divide it into three different segments. Now, what is this visa? And then we're going to talk about who generally applies for this visa and what's the process to get this visa. All right, guys. So now, guys, this visa is for, it's an employer-based training visa, and generally it is for those who does not have enough experience, a field experience or a real-time experience. You would have your qualification, but you don't have a real experience with the employers, and you need to upskill yourself to actually meet the criteria of the occupation on which you want to get your skill assessment done, or eventually you would move to the pathway where you're going to apply your permanent residency. So as I said, it's an employer-based training visa. You can get this visa up till 2 years. Now you cannot extend this visa after 2 years, but definitely you can apply other visas. And generally, in my view, the path is used after this is either a 482 visa if you would be staying in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. If you have met 3 years work requirement, you can also apply for 186 visa if your occupation is on a medium to long term list. And for a lot of those also on a 491 visa who did not have enough experience, and they got the and they did their skill experience or a job ready program through this visa. And then once you have your skill assessment, you can also look for 491 visa. Now, the other requirement, what you need to meet the health and character requirement. Very straightforward. 6 each in English, functional English. Must have financial evidence. So financial evidence either now when you would be working under this visa, I'm sure the employer would be paying you. Even the employer would be paying you the minimum wage. Generally speaking, that will meet this requirement. So you should be fine with that. If you have family members, immediate family members, so your partner, your children, you can add them on this visa as well, as dependents. And of course, you have to meet genuine temporary entrant requirement as well. Now, all right, 407 visa. Generally, what kind of what situation you would be applying for those visas? So for those, all right, hypothetically, all right, now you studied your bachelor's or master's. Then you get on your TR 485 for 2 years. You change your mind, and you've done a trade course. And once you finish your trade course, after that you don't have 1 year to complete your job ready program. This visa is for those candidates. You can get that 407. Of course, it is an employer link. Your employer would need to sponsor you. I'll come to that later on. But for those who don't have enough time to complete their job ready program, to get enough skills, to have the full skills assessment, this visa is for them. If you don't have, if you didn't have enough experience to get on a 482 visa, which is 2 years, and you still need to meet the gap of the level of skills you need to do the job, that's for you as well. And again, as I said to you, you are not eligible for 485 visa. Probably you already had it, or for any other reason, and you finish your studies, and within the last 24 months, you would be fine. And then 407 visa is for. Now, when we talk about 407 visa, guys, it's a 3-stage visa: the employer, sponsorship, the nomination, and the visa application. All right. Now, employers need to do this for the first time, and then sponsorship is valid for the period of 5 years. So once this is done, this doesn't have to be repeated, but for every applicant, they have to do the nomination, and then they have to then of course the applicant has to do the visa application. So it's a 3-stage process. Now, at times when there is not enough time left, we can lodge all these 3 stages in one go. But all these have to be approved. Now, when we talk about a nomination, of course, the employer has to be you have to have an approved sponsor. There's one very critical element to this visa, which is training plan. And I see so many refusals coming through because the training plans are not done correctly. So guys, it's very critical. The training plan need to be done by the professionals. If you guys need help, give a call to my office. I think we should be able to help you out. We also got some professionals to do that for us. So we never had this problem in this. And how the training plans has to be done, you need to look into 𝐓𝐨𝐝𝐚𝐲, the definition of the occupation under which you are going in. And then you need to structure the training plan. So for example, if you're doing a 457 visa for 1 year, and what you're going to be learning in first month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, sixth month, and how it's going to help you to cover the gap between the skill level you need for that occupation and where you are now. This is very critical, and most of the refusals, if you even go online and Google it, is just because the training plan. Okay, of course, you need to work directly with the employer, so you cannot work with any hire firm or any recruitment agency or any labor market, and then so you have to work directly with the employer. Now, visa applicants, of course, the sponsorship and nomination has to be approved and valid for the duration of the training. And so when we say valid for the duration of the training, that would be to the sponsorship. But again, the sponsorship is generally for 5 years, so you should be all fine, but we can always look that for you. So again, like I would recap. So 407 visa is good for those who does not have enough work experience to get either the skill assessments and when we talk about to get the skill assessment, so basically what we're talking about is to get to the level of that particular occupation under which you would be moving further to apply for other visas. All right, guys, any questions, feel free. Dee Ahluwalia, call my office. You can call us on 1300 307 451. Bye for now.